Hello, I'm George McCranie, serious injury attorney and DUI and criminal offense attorney with offices in Douglas and Valdosta, Georgia. Today I wanted to talk about 4 safety tips for children. And the first thing I want to talk about, because I've seen a lot of this on the news recently, is don't leave kids in the vehicle by themselves. Don't do it. No matter how short a time you're going to be in the convenience store or in the store or in the daycare, don't leave your kids alone in the vehicle. Just don't do it. Not only are we looking at chances of them being kidnapped, but you're also looking at chances and what I've seen, like I say, in the news is a car theft, and the child's in the back seat. So the child is taken, and you have no idea. The vehicle's gone, the child's gone. It's a terrible situation. Recently, they've had some in Atlanta. Luckily, the children were returned to the parents safe. That's a great thing. But just don't leave your children alone in the vehicle. All right? Tip number 2, don't leave the keys in the vehicle with the children. Don't leave the keys at the ignition. There's tragic cases not only of people coming up, seeing the keys, stealing the car, and not realizing the children are there, but also there's situations where the children, they don't know how to drive, they don't know what all this is. They might start the car, or if you leave the car running, the car might be running, they might be playing with the steering wheel, put the foot on the brake, put the car in gear, realize the car is rolling, get scared, open the door, jump out, and tragedy. I mean, there's a tragic accident. People, kids have been hurt and killed, that kind of thing. That's a terrible thing. We certainly don't want that to happen. So please don't leave your keys in ignition with your children there, especially. Now, the third thing I wanted to talk about is background searches. We do more research on where we're going to eat at a restaurant than we do on who's taking care of our kids. My advice is, if you get a bad feeling, let's say you're taking your child to a babysitter, or you're taking your child to a daycare, and you get a bad feeling about a person, go with your gut instinct. Don't leave your child with that person. But here's the thing, do a background check. You can do background checks easy enough. It's not that hard to do anymore. Google them. Here's the thing, if you got a babysitter coming in and you're a little concerned about that babysitter, get a little funny feeling, go to their Facebook page, look at their Facebook page, see what they've got posted on there. If they're posting all about marijuana and drugs, this kind of thing, or just stuff that you don't agree with, you probably don't want to leave your children with them. So do a background check. That'll give you a much better idea of who's dealing with your children. I mean, do it for daycares, at the whole 9 yards, babysitters, anybody you leave your kids with. Do a background check on them. It's well worth it. Okay. Now, the last thing I wanted to say, and it's something that most people might think is fairly common sense, but maybe a child wouldn't know it. You want to make sure to tell your children, if they become separated from you at the store, at the mall, at the beach, at a water park, something like that, or a fireworks show, whatever it is, if they become separated from the parent, tell that child, obviously, look for a security guard, look for a police officer. That's who you're looking for, somebody in authority. An EMT if you're out at the water park and they've got an EMT there, a lifeguard, that kind of thing. Look for somebody like that, somebody with authority. But if you don't see, tell your child, if you don't see somebody like that, you don't see a police officer, then you want to go to a mother that's got children or a grandmother with children. They're going to look out for you. They'll help you find your parents. That's sort of what you want to do. If you can't find an authority figure, then that's what you do, is that's my advice, is get with a mother that's got kids, a grandmother that's got kids, because they're going to try to look out for you, okay? Those are my tips on child safety. And if you have any questions about a DUI, criminal defense case, anything like that, or serious injury case, feel free to give us a call, 833-927-6227. Also, if you'd like more information about any of the topics that we deal with, criminal cases, personal injury cases, serious injury cases, feel free to go on our website, McCranieLawFirm.com. We've got a lot of videos, a lot of information on there that's absolutely free, and it certainly will help you. Now, if you've been charged with a crime, my advice is, my books are great, stuff that you read on the internet is great, but it doesn't take the place of getting you an experienced criminal defense attorney to represent you. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 833-927-6227. Thank y'all.